Dungeon Builder lets you, the Game Master, define exactly which monsters you want to have in your world, and then, using those monsters, create custom encounter tables to generate custom random encounters. To enter your monsters, you can either type in the information using this convenient tab metaphor down here, or if you already have your monsters in a spreadsheet, you can load all of your monsters into Dungeon Builder at once using our import feature. It's really slick. But what is really exciting is that once you have your monsters loaded into Dungeon Builder, Game Masters are then able to create their own unique random monster encounter tables for each level of your dungeons. Using a tab metaphor up here, we've organized the process for creating and using encounter tables into 3 steps. The first step is on this tab where you name your encounter table and save it to the list of all your other encounter tables. You then populate your encounter table by moving just the monsters you want from the database into that particular encounter table. Finally, you then customize the default probability of each monster occurring and the default number of monsters appearing to meet your needs. Once you click Save, you've built your own encounter table. The second step is that you then associate this new encounter table with the dungeon level that you want to use it on. The way Dungeon Builder works is that you can associate a unique encounter table with each and every level of every dungeon. Now, you don't have to do it this way. If you want to create one encounter table and reuse it across your dungeons, you can do that. But if you also want to have unique tables for every level of every dungeon, you can do that too. Now, in this tab, you have a list of all the dungeon levels of all your dungeons, and all you do is associate an encounter table to that level using this drop-down list box of all your encounter tables. Set the frequency of encounter checks and the probability of an encounter, and you're done. Now, once you've built your encounter tables and associated them with your dungeons, all that is left to do is generate the encounters. And there are 3 ways to do that in Dungeon Builder. The easiest way is to just click on this random monster encounter icon here on the 3rd tab. This is for your on-demand monsters. This is helpful when you need to just whip up an encounter on the fly. You can also go into your maps and double-click on any room and press the Generate Encounter button down here to place a set encounter in the room. These set encounters use the encounter table that was specified for this level of the dungeon. However, the most powerful way to generate encounters is the 3rd way, and that is to select the Check Encounters checkbox over here on the game clock, and then each time you increment the game clock, either by moving the party icon or by just incrementing the spin wheels here on the game clock, Dungeon Builder will automatically roll random monster encounters at the frequency that you specified when you built that random monster encounter table. This completely eliminates the need for the Dungeon Master to have to remember to roll encounters. All he's got to do is move the party icon or increment the game clock, and it's all done for him. Also, all encounters, once generated, can be customized as you see fit by either adding or removing monsters from the encounter or by tweaking the stats of individual monsters in that encounter. You now have all the flexibility and all the control you could possibly want over your encounters. Dungeon Builder gives you the power to take your adventures to the next level. So purchase Dungeon Builder today by clicking on the buy link, and let's play.